afternoon, my name is Robin Banks and welcome to the first round of the Jenny Tilwart Cup from the Autopolis circuit in Japan. This track is 2.9 miles with a longest straight of 902 meters and has a total of 18 corners. Our 5 drivers in this championship come from all walks of life and all have similar skills and weaknesses. Today we have Rico Mortis in the BMW M6 on pole, second place Brian Messiah in the Toyota FT1, Simon Bouquet in the Porsche 911, Halen Van Eddy also in a BMW M6 and Fabio Di Trelli in the Ford ST. Rico gets a good start, so does Brian. Off nice and clean, Di Trelli in third. Entering turn 1, keep it clean fellas. Bouquet's going around the outside of Eddy. Eddy hard on the gas. Oh no, he's lost control. Oh, he's got going again. Looking back from Bouquet. Watching Brian, going very wide. Very wide. He's on the grass. Going wide into that corner really ruins your exit. Brian nearly up the backside of the Trelli. Looks like Bouquet's lost control. He has! He's forced Eddy off the track! Oh my word, what a horrible first lap for Eddy. Bouquet's weekend going from bad to worse. On board with Brian, chasing down Fabio Di Trelli. Very easy corner to get wrong this one. If you go wide, it ruins your entry onto the start straight. Very clean. Brian's almost on Di Trelli this time. Di Trelli going slightly out of shape. Around the first hairpin. Brian's hot on his heels. Di Trelli trying desperately to hold on to that second place. Brian right behind him, who is definitely not hanging a trout. Oh, Di Trelli's on the grass. Oh no! Di Trelli spat off. What an awful start to his campaign. Never mind tear-offs for visors, I think we need tear-off underpants. Rico doing what he set out to do. Over the start line. Managing to maintain that pace and that gap. Definitely gloves off straight away. Bouquet is giving it all he's got. He's behind by quite a long stretch. I know he's having technical difficulties this weekend. Getting himself all out of shape. Easy on the gas out of this corner. Could be curtains. Holding onto that steering wheel like it's his last fiver. Get a good exit. Looks like we're on board with Eddy. Yes, Di Trelli. Oh, Di Trelli's caught Eddy. Right up behind him. The lucky number 7, round the hairpin. Di Trelli wants third place at a podium. Right up behind Eddy onto the grass. So easy to lose traction and go off course. Eddy keeping it tight. Di Trelli looks a bit out of shape. Eddy hitting those apexes nice and clean. Di Trelli looks like he's overdriving slightly. Oh no, he's caught Eddy back up. Hot on the heels. Round the sweeping bend. Good exit here is vital for down the straight. Di Trelli loses grip. Okay, let's do a lap with Eddy. Hammering down the straight up to speeds of 157 miles per hour. Into turn 1, down to second gear. Accelerating all the way up to 140 miles per hour. To the next turn, down into third gear. In excess of 85 miles an hour through these next 2 turns, then down to first. And round the hairpin. Building up to 100 miles per hour in fourth. All this time, Di Trelli hot on his heels. Dropping down to third. Pushing round the bend, third gear, absolutely loads of understeer. Up into fourth, 125 miles per hour, and down into the second hairpin. Second gear, 50 mile per hour. Round the hairpin, onto the straight. Building up to fifth gear. 135 mile per hour to trolley on the grass again. Then slamming down to third gear. 90 mile per hour. Short shift up to fourth gear. Into a very tricky string of successive bends. Fourth gear down to third, into second, 75 mile per hour. Hard right. Hard left. Through those bends, 75, second gear, up to third. Out to the curb. And then entering the long right-hander. Building speed, 80 mile per hour, and accelerating onto the start straight. Detrelli grabbing as much curb as he can so he can get in any slipstream. He's using the slipstream to set up a good overtaking position at the end of this straight. Can he make the move? He's right on him, late on the brakes. Going wide, but almost kissing his rear bumper. Watch that grass. Might as well be in the passenger seat. He goes for an overtake. No, Eddie's late on the brakes. Blocks him. Keeping it tight. Detrelli is really, really on him. Somebody must have put the kettle on, that's all I can say. The way he's driving. Down towards the hairpin. Very tricky corner off camber. Really tight. Most drivers hit first gear here, sub-second. Down the straight to the bottom of the hill. Very, very easy to throw the car off balance here and lose grip. Ending up in either oblivion or the shadow realm, whichever suits. Detrelli's not letting this one go, though. The way he's going, he'll be banging in his rear end in no time. He must be busting for the loo. And he's really, really pushing, not letting him have the overtake. Oh, he's on it now. Very important exit. Down the straight, keeping in the slipstream. Watch out, Eddie. He may make a lunge. He's going to make a lunge. Setting it up. He's going up the inside. Eddie really holding a good defensive line. Oh yes, he's still there. Round the right-hander, into the left. Followed by the second left-hander, and then round the hairpin. Detrelli's not letting this go, driving like the absolute professional he is. Eddie keeping it tight round the long left-hander, he's not giving him an inch. Detrelli's trying to come up the inside. Where's Detrelli? Detrelli's right there. He could go up the inside and make a lunge. Here we go. No, no lunge. Looking back at Detrelli. My God, man, he's nearly in the boot. Two top-class drivers showing astonishing skill. He really, really wants this third place. My God, he's giving it all he's got. Very, very difficult track, not much camber anywhere. The key to this track is to be as smooth as possible. Almost like a baby's. Looking from Detrelli up to the back of Eddie. He is right up Eddie's jacksie. Here we go, he's going to go for a lunge. Eddie's very, very late on the brakes again. Got this corner nailed. I think he learnt his lesson after the first lap. He'll be very easy on the gas. And manage that weight transfer very, very efficiently. Detrelli's still going for it. Not giving up just yet. Looked like Detrelli made contact there. That's cost him dearly. And he's pulling a gap. Having to push a lot harder now. Tires absolutely screaming out in pain. Can Trelli make up ground? He goes tight into the hairpin. On the gas! He hits the grass again! He's off! Oh no! What an absolute disaster for him! Oh my word, this race has been so challenging. Eddie's gone off into the distance. That could well be race over for Trelli. Brian's keeping it smooth. Not sure where Rico is. That Toyota looks absolutely fabulous. Back with the race leader, Rico. Keeping his head down and counting down those laps. Nice and smooth. Now the race has settled down a little bit. Let's go down to pit lane and talk to our ex-race driver and technical guru, Dave Unshaw. How's it going, Dave?
Well, Robin, I was just in the box talking to Rico's team manager, Philo Berdinando, and at the end of the conversation, as I walked away, I swear I heard him shout what sounded like cooking fat, with references to a chocolate teapot. Not sure if it was directed at me, but back to you, Robin.
Many thanks, Dave. Good luck. I hear Rico's manager is an absolute swine with the ladies. Looks like Brian's still chasing Rico. He may have to settle for second place now. I don't think he'll catch him. Rico has shot off into the distance like a missile. In fact, we haven't even seen him all race. He was just a blur. Looks like Bouquet's retired. He's had some very bad technical difficulties. I think he's spent more time mowing the grass than actually going around the track. Eddie might want to see him about that crash as well. It's no fun when your weekend goes like that. Absolutely appalling for the poor fellow. Let's hope next time out in Laguna Seca, he will reign supreme. Really hope he comes back fighting. Brian's keeping it nice and smooth. Back with Rico. Somewhere in the distance. Beautiful line into the hairpin. That BMW looks absolutely stunning. Beautiful. Clip the apex. Keeping it tight around the long sweeping right-hander. Into the left. Clipping that apex. Kicking up the dust. Clipping the right-hander. Second right-hander. Straight into the left-hander up the hill. Long sweeping left-hander. Over to the curb. Bring it back to the apex. Keep it tight. On the gas, clip that left-hander straight down the start straight. He came here to win. Rico wins at Autopolis. Absolutely belting race. Brian the Messiah in second. And Halen Van Eddy taking third place at the last podium slot. Very well done to all involved. Absolutely fantastic racing. Let's look at the championship then. We have Rico on 55, Brian on 46, Trelli on 33, Eddie on 16, and Bouquet on 11. Tune in next week as we go to the Laguna Seca track in California for some awesome racing action. But for now, thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.